I'm your host, Jackson Hogan, and if you're tired of sitting on the sidelines while life passes you by, you're in the right place. Today, in this episode titled Carpe Diem, Seize the Day, How to Conquer the Day, we're diving in what it really means to seize the day, not just in theory, but in action. This is about stepping into your power, sharpening your focus, and building the kind of momentum that turns ordinary days into unstoppable progress. This isn't fluff, no bullshit. This is straight to the fucking facts. This is about reclaiming your time, leading yourself first, and mastering the mental game. Whether you're grinding through early mornings, finding comfort, or trying to find your edge, this episode is for you. Let's lock in, level up, and conquer the day starting now. All right, let's get into it. So, the first thing that I want to stress that is very, very important when seizing the day is how you start your day. Okay, so the war is one in the morning. That's what I like to say. The war is one in the morning, right? If you're on the battlefield, right, you got to win early in the day because no one's going to be fighting at night, right? Unless it's a surprise attack. But the war is one in the morning. This is super important, right? The first hour of your day. No, not even the first hour, guys. Like the first moment you open your goddamn eyes, like you are setting the tone for your day. If you wake up and instantly think, "Oh, today's gonna be a fucking ass day. Today's gonna be a shitty ass day. I fucking suck." You do suck. You do suck. Then what you say, like you will like do. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. And that doesn't mean the day's gonna be easy if you say, "Oh, I can do this," right? You're still gonna have to grind. You're still gonna have to stay hard. You know what I mean? Like it's that David Goggins mindset, right? You're still gonna have to get through the shit, and you're gonna have to love getting through the shit. Like you're gonna have to fall in love with that shit every single day. So whether that's when you wake up, no snooze button, right? No swiping on the phone, not laying in bed reminiscing about the mistakes you made yesterday. When you wake up, you get up and you start doing shit. Whether that's brush your teeth, putting your socks on, getting your clothes on, right? Making your lunch, anything that helps you get your day started, anything that will help you win the day. That is super important. Start doing things in the morning that will help you win the day, right? If your goal is to, become a better runner, get on a jog, right? If it's to become stronger, go get to the gym early, get there, grind, get there before everybody else, and then outwork every motherfucker at your job because that's what makes you an outlier in life. If you're working harder, you're showing up earlier, and you're getting the work done, and you're doing the work that no one else wants to do, even though it's the shit ass work that everybody hates to do. So it's really important. Find a routine, stick with that routine, repeat that routine every week, and let me know how you do. All right, this is super important that you win in the morning. You can't come back throughout the day. You can't. You can change your mindset, but you can't win. You gotta win right when you open those fucking eyelids, man. Right when you open those eyelids. The next thing I want to emphasize is that you need discipline over emotion. So, Jackson, what does that mean? Right? Motivation is not constant. We are not always motivated to do something, but that is where discipline comes in. The discipline to get shit done. The discipline to go to the gym, grind out that workout you've been dwelling all day, even though you're tired from classes. Coming home, playing with the kids, even though you're tired. Eating healthy, even though you want to take a break from eating healthy. Doing the work, putting in the hours, doing the food prep you need to do for the next week so you're not behind schedule and you're wasting time. These are the things that make us unstoppable, man. Unstoppable. Because when you start to become disciplined, your mind doesn't give a shit what's happening. It doesn't give a shit that there's chaos going on all around you. It doesn't matter. At that point, you're just like, let's put our head down and let's get to work. Right here, right now. Like, that's the mentality. I'm right here, right now. Let's freaking get this shit, man. Let's go. Let's grind. Rise and grind. That's what they say. Rise and grind. Another important aspect of having this discipline over emotion is this masculine trait of acting in alignment with purpose and no feelings, right? I think as men, we struggle with this because we're told to not care about how we feel and that kind of thing. And I think there's a fine line that we need to understand. It's okay to understand those feelings and feel those feelings, but you can't let those feelings affect you. Feel them, understand them, but don't let it externally affect you. Don't let you make excuses for yourself, showing up late to places, not putting in the 110% effort you were meant to. These are things that all guys struggle with, including myself. And I think like every guy can attest to this. Right? We put this pressure on ourselves, and then it becomes into the thing where we're trying to please everybody. And we're trying to be a people pleaser. Man, fuck people. Fucking go get that shit for yourself. Understand your emotions, but then recuperate your mind, attack a task, and focus on it. Only think about that thing only. That will help you level up. That will help you get to the next step. That will help you increase your chances of success. When you don't let feelings engulf you, you become the master of your own mind. You become unstoppable. No one, nothing on this planet can stop you. There may be things that get in your way, but you know what you gotta say? Fuck this shit. I'm getting this shit. I'm going through this shit. I'm getting it done. I'm getting the work done. I'm not lollygagging. I'm not procrastinating. I'm gonna put, even if I don't have enough time and I got a long day, if I can put 15 minutes into it, so fucking be it. Even if that means not spending time playing fucking video games, fucking scrolling on Instagram looking at useless shit, right? That's what it takes. Discipline over emotion, right? Understanding emotions, but moving on from them and focusing on what really matters. Your feelings do matter, but they don't matter to the point where they're affecting you physically and people can see that. And then they wonder what kind of man you are. At that point, you might not even be one. Or in this case, like, where is that masculinity at? Like, why is he showing these emotions? I thought he was supposed to be the baddest motherfucker on this planet. I thought he was supposed to be the go getter, hard worker, works his ass off kind of guy every day. So don't lose sight of that. Don't let emotions overfill inside you to the outside. Another facet of this that's super, super important is you got to have a list, a set thing every day, or these things you just do every day that have to get done before anything else, and you cannot forget to do them. And these are the non-negotiables, right? So what does that mean, Jackson? Well, the non-negotiables are things like making sure you stay up on your hygiene, obviously, right? That's a simple example. But making sure you stay up on your hygiene, make sure you stay up on your reading, right? And it could be aligned with your goals. It could be aligned with your aspirations, with your business. I want to spend 15 minutes each day working on my business. Okay. Spend 15 minutes each day. Do the work. It's non negotiable. Because once you realize that the non negotiables are what's going to separate you from normal people, then you're going to start to see big success. When you're doing things that are uncomfortable and inconvenient or inconvenient to you, you will find that when you compare yourself to other people or when you see other people, you're like, damn, I'm a badass motherfucker and I'm going to win every single day. That if I keep doing this, I may not succeed instantly. I don't think that's realistic. But what is realistic is sticking to the non negotiables every day and doing them even though they suck, even though you're tired, even though you're sick, even though you got a family to take care of. These are the non negotiables. Even if you have to lose, and I hate saying this because I'm a big advocate for sleep and getting sleep because I know it's important for the body and the mind. But even if it means losing 30 minutes of sleep, to work on that business you always loved or always dreamed of, right? Don't let your shit go just because you're tired or it's uncomfortable or it creates inconvenience for you. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit is you. You got to give a shit. Because if you don't give a shit about this, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be successful. And you're not going to ever know your full potential. Put these non negotiables in place, execute on them every day. After a couple months, maybe it's a week, depending on what it is, look at where you started and where you came from. An example of this would be for me, like my fitness goals, right? Like I put into perspective of, okay, I started at X date and now I'm 1 month here and look at the progress I've made in 1 month. And then you think about, okay, what would that look like in even 2 months? Like, holy shit, man. Like I'm fucking grinding. I could be at this X, Y, and Z benchmark by that time. So don't give up. Stick with the non-negotiables and do things even though they fucking suck. Moving on to the next part of this episode, it kind of relates to what we just talked about, but it's mastering the mental battlefield. Every day, your biggest opponent is your own mind. So, really, at the end of the day, no matter who you interact with, who you love, who you hate, we all hate people. It's hard to say, but we all hate somebody, right? It sucks. But you are your own biggest opponent, enemy, critic. Take that demon you have inside of you and confront him right in the fucking face and tell him, I'm better than you, motherfucker. You're not gonna, they're always gonna win. That part of your conscious is gonna destroy you and it's gonna eat at you till your mind has fully rotted away. Till that badass motherfucker dissipates into thin air. And now it's consumed you. And there's no going back. So make sure to keep your mind in check. When something is in your way, you see something that might be tempting, say, I'm better than that. I'm better than that. Maybe take a deep breath. That's what I like to do. When I have like a tempting urge or something like that, I like to take a deep breath in, out. Right? Really feel the air going through your lungs. I mean, you're living on Earth, you're breathing. Like the chances that you exist in this universe are really fucking low, man. Really fucking low. And you have an opportunity to make a great motherfucking life. Like a great life. Don't let down. Don't let yourself down, man. You got a whole world out there to conquer. I mean, carpe diem literally means seize the day, conquer the day. And the three biggest things that go with this mental block, this mental battlefield, are procrastination, negative self talk, and mental drift. If I'm procrastinating every single day, sure, I may get some things done, but when I have a goal and I have a dream that I want to achieve, if I'm procrastinating and I'm putting a 50% effort and I'm coasting and I'm not going for the A plus on the exam, what are you doing? I mean, you're literally wasting time instead of getting it done, and having whatever time for yourself to do what you want because you made that a non negotiable, like we just talked about. You created this idea in your head that, okay, hey, I'm going to stick to this, I'm going to get this done. Because if you don't do that and you don't execute, you're wasting time because you're thinking about these things. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get that done. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll, half-ass it. I'll be doing it, but then I'll be swiping through fucking TikTok for fucking 80 hours. Can't even do that in a day. That's not even possible. But you know what I mean. You swipe in, oh, type 2 sentences, whatever, for my business plan, some bullshit excuse like that. No. Put your phone on silence, turn the motherfucking phone off. I mean, you aren't a fucking celebrity, man. You're not a celebrity. You're not that popular. All right? Turn the phone off, Put it into do not disturb, right? Because if there's an emergency call, that's still important, right? If you got a family emergency, I get it, right? Put it in do not disturb, grind it out, listen to some music that helps you focus, right? When you do your studying or when you do your work or when you're working out, you're getting a good pump at the gym. Like set aside time, don't procrastinate, get it done, and then you'll find you'll feel way more relaxed. Guys, you will feel so much more relaxed. That is what I want for you. I do not want you guys to feel worried 24/7. I don't want you guys to create anxiety and depression for yourself just because you didn't lock in for the 15 minutes you set aside each day. It's super simple things that compound daily that will help you live a better life. It will help you live a successful, a wealthier, and healthier life. Because I want the best for you guys. I believe in you, but you got to believe in yourself. And that's where the negative self talk comes in. If we're shitting on our own successes, if we're shitting on the fact that we aren't the best, we're never going to be the best. Right? Everybody starts somewhere, man. Everybody starts somewhere. Professional athletes, you look at a lot of them, some of them got cut from their fucking high school sports teams, man. Some of the best athletes in the world. Don't talk shit on yourself. Even if other people say you're shit, and you may be shit, don't think that. You gotta think you're the baddest motherfucker out there, even though you're not. Because what that does is it creates a sense in your mind to tell you, okay, let's get it. What do I need to do to become successful? What do I need to do to prepare myself better for this next game, for this next practice, for this next workout? How do I mentally prepare myself for this next meeting, this next speaking assembly, this next whatever it is? Doesn't matter what it is. Negative self talk is the downfall of man and, quite frankly, society. When we have a young generation, especially my age group, having negative self talk and playing these irrational fears in their head, right? We all do it. But if you're doing it all the time and you're not even giving yourself the littlest bit of credit, like you're never gonna succeed, man. You're never gonna succeed beyond the point you're at. It's as simple as that. You might get lucky, but dude, I don't want you to rely on luck. I want you to rely on discipline, motivation, your masculinity to get to where you want to be in life. And not to be squished down by your own self conscious, that negative head, that devil on the shoulder. I don't want that for you, man. You got so much to offer this world, and I don't even think you realize that. Once you start to realize your potential, once you start to think that you can do things, and I know, oh, I think I can, I think I can. Yeah, it sounds stupid when you say it out loud. Who cares? Who cares if it sounds stupid? It's not stupid to you. You know what's not stupid? Being successful. You know what's not stupid? Being healthy as hell. You know what's not stupid? Being an influential athlete, an influential actor, an influential entrepreneur. Those things are great, man. We need more of those, right? We need more great actors. We need more great athletes. We need more great leaders, entrepreneurs, businessmen. We need more great people. I mean, it's that simple. We need more great people. You just bunch them all up. So don't let the negative self talk hinder your potential. God, I see so much potential every day, whether it's at the office or on the field or just in public in general, right? I see people shitting on themselves in public. Like, oh, like I'll have a conversation with somebody. They'll be like, yeah, I fucking suck at this. I'm a loser. Who gives a shit? You think I care? I know you care, but you got to start telling yourself that you will do what's necessary to make a change in your life to become successful. So negative self-talk is the downfall of you, my man. It's the downfall of y'all. And if you can't shut it up, then you can't change your mindset to thinking you can do something, you won't ever do it. That brings me to some things that are on the contrary to this negative self talk. So, mental rehearsal, visualization, affirmations, or keeping a mission oriented mindset. We kind of just went over this, but mental rehearsal, right? And this could be when you wake up, right? So, you wake up and you mentally rehearse in your head, I'm not going to scroll my phone today. I'm not going to scroll on my phone today. And maybe you scroll on your phone a little bit, you scroll on it a little bit, but it's better than it was the previous day. For you, it might be quitting nicotine or quitting smoking weed or quitting drugs, or it doesn't matter what it is, quitting these negative vices, these bad habits, these temptations. I'm going to stop vaping. I'm going to stop smoking weed because I know it's bad for me. Even though it feels good, it's fucking bad for me and it's going to negatively impact my health long term. I'm going to stop drinking today. Or maybe you set a goal for yourself. So your goal oriented, your mission oriented mindset is okay, I want to quit drinking. Because I personally, I mean, it's poison, guys. It's not great. And I understand. I'm not against people having a social drink or two, but I think alcohol consumption is a big problem. But that's a whole other thing. But the idea is that okay, I want to drink less alcohol to the point to where maybe I can quit. Okay, so you start reducing it slowly day by day, right? Or however frequently you drink, or however frequently you smoke, or however frequently you do this bad thing, right? Or if it's like watching porn, like get off that shit immediately, obviously, but addictions are hard to quit. Trust me, I know. Okay? So don't let it get you down because it's going to be hard. And I think that helps with this is believing in yourself and finding people around you that are struggling with the same things, or finding family members around you that can help hold you accountable, and that find someone that you can go talk to about this, because that's going to be the best way to solve your problem is talking about it and finding a way to fucking execute, finding a way to attack this vice, attack this temptation, and send it back to hell. Because I want the best for you guys. I want you to be successful, and I want you to conquer your day. I want you to seize the day. I want you to carpe diem. I want you to be invincible out there in the world. Because we need more people like that. We need more passionate people who are going to change the world, who are going to make tons of money, who are going to be super successful. We need more people. We need, especially people my age, especially young men, we need more guys who are motivated to do something fucking amazing. Not to let mediocrity drag you in the fucking dirt. You're going to drag mediocrity in the fucking dirt. You're not going to let it do it to you. You're going to become the greatest there ever was. Even if that doesn't happen, you're still going to fucking attempt to do it. And who knows? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't, man, you're going to be really, really successful. You're going to be hella successful, man. And making sure for your affirmations that you're affirming yourself, right? The non negative self talk, affirming yourself that, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Even if it's a long ass day, tell yourself, let's get through this day. Let's get through this day without smoking. Let's get through this day without cussing, right? I'm terrible at that. So sorry, but I'm intense. All right. I'm intense. But the thing is that affirm a positive mindset, affirm a goal oriented mindset, affirm to yourself that you are the best. Affirm to yourself that you can do it. The fourth talking point today for this episode is that time is our ultimate currency. And last episode, if you want to go check out JND-05 about how time is our most valuable resource, you can go and do that. But I'm kind of just going to give a little recap here. So time is the ultimate currency. Spend it like a warrior. Time isn't just money, it's momentum. Because once you start to spend time doing things that matter, you start to create this momentum. And once you start to become efficient with these things that matter, you start to find time to do other things, other important things. Like, okay, once I dedicate this time to working on my business, making money, then guess what I have time to do? I have time to spend with my family. I have time to hang out with my friends. I have time to play video games. I have time to hang out with my girlfriend. I have time to go volunteer. I have time to go do whatever it is. The idea is that it's limited and we need to make sure we're spending it properly. Another important aspect is when men waste their power, they don't respect time. They're wasting their ability, right? By power, I mean athletic ability, academic ability, social ability. When they don't respect those things that God gave them to go forth and multiply or to spread the word of God or to influence the greatest amount of people for the greatest amount of good or whatever it is, you're not respecting the time that God gave you on this planet. You're not. Even if you don't believe in God, you're not respecting your time, man. Like, removing religion completely from this, you're wasting time because you know your life's finite without religion or not. Right? Whether you believe in a afterlife, that's up to you. But what's important is that you're spending your time doing important things that matter. And the things that matter, at least to me, and they should matter to you, are spending time with my family, spending time with my wife. I guess that goes with the family. Being a good dad, being a good son, being a good role model, not just for my kids, my family, but for my coworkers, for my friends, for the younger generation that's looking up to me as a role model. These are the things that men need to respect. They need to respect the power that they have, how they can influence themselves to become a better man, a more well rounded man than a freaking warrior. Freaking warrior who keeps battling even after the war is over. Even though they lost, even though they're down but not out, they're still going to keep fighting. And they're going to fight for their family, they're going to fight for their friends, and most importantly, they're going to fight for themselves. How do they do that? By not wasting time. They're going to respect their power by not wasting time. It's as simple as that. You have power, respect your time. Simple as that. To kind of take action for this, we need to ruthlessly eliminate these distractions. Apps, lazy conversations, endless scrolling. Eliminate the things that are wasting time. And what do I mean by wasting time? I mean things that are consuming time that are not benefiting you educationally. And I mean educationally, that's making you a smarter person. Academically, I guess that goes educationally, athletically, mentally, right? If you're not learning something new that's genuinely academic and educational, or you're not learning something athletic, like a new workout, or like for nutrition, like a new nutrition tip or trick, or you're not learning about business and how money works, how the stock market works, because you want to make a ton of money, or whatever it is, get it the fuck out of your life, man. It's wasting your precious time. Every moment that you waste scrolling is literally you being closer to death. Think about that. All the time you spend looking at the stupid brain rot TikTok or Instagram Reels, wherever the fuck the brain rot is nowadays, you're literally wasting time watching shit that doesn't benefit you at all throughout any point in your life, besides stupid slang that's literally getting you closer to death. Like, you're literally just spending time. Think about that. Just think about that. Absorb that for one freaking moment. That's why it's super, super important that you eliminate them and you get rid of them for good. Even if it's for fucking 2 minutes a day, man. 2 minutes a day is 14 minutes a week. And that's a half hour every half month. I mean, shit. Over a lifetime, I don't know what that is exactly, but bro, you're in trouble, man. Like, do that. Someone do that calculation for me. Probably do it after I'm done recording, but man, that shit is a lot of time. And it adds up. It adds up. So eliminate the distractions, make a plan, get rid of them. The last topic before we end today's episode is that I want you to finish your day like a fucking savage. I want you to reflect on the end of the day just as much as how you began your day. So, like you have a morning routine and urgency in the morning to get things done so you can go to work, get your work done, work on your business after work. Establish an evening routine. What am I doing after the things that I have to do throughout the day, like work or working on my business or spending time with my kids, that's going to help me be healthier, more successful, or more wealthy? Right? How can I do that? Whether that's reviewing your day mentally, accountability check-ins. How am I doing today? How am I doing this week? How am I doing this month? How did I do this year? Whenever it may come to the point where you're in the evening, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, whatever, say those things to yourself. Review your wins and losses. See, okay, did I succeed on this? Did I lose on this? Okay, I lost on this. How am I going to better do that tomorrow? Because dwelling on the past isn't going to help. If you dwell, you've already lost, man. You've already lost tomorrow if you're dwelling. So that's why it's important reviewing your successes and your failures. Because at the end of the day, failure is growth, man. Failure is growth. Failure is not the downfall of you. Because next time you know what not to do. And guess what? You're still going to fuck up again. And again, and again, and again. You'll keep messing up, man. You will keep messing up. Even if you know what to do the next time, especially in sports, right? Even if you know what not to do the next time, you're still going to make a mistake, or you're still going to hesitate, right? Or in the classroom, you're going to overthink on a test. Or in the workplace, you're going to overthink in the workplace. Or you're going to hesitate in the workplace. It doesn't matter. So once you do that, plan for the next day. And it doesn't have to be a fucking whole book written on how I can fucking succeed the next day. No. It needs to be a mindset shift. It needs to be a mindset shift at the end of the day. Okay, hey, I'm going to get X, Y, and Z done tomorrow so that I can account for these L's that I took yesterday or today. And you still may fuck the next day up too. But guess what? You're getting closer and closer and closer to understanding what you need to do, execute, and become successful. I always hear this: sleep like a man who earned his rest. Right? If you're not tired at the end of the day, you're doing something wrong. If you're not tired at the end of the day, you are doing something wrong. Like, it is as simple as that. Because clearly it means you didn't try hard enough. Because when you try hard enough, and your body goes through all this mental and just physical experiences throughout the day, and you're working your body to the absolute max to make sure that your future is secure, successful, and healthy, you're going to be tired. And you may not get the sleep you want, but guess what? You got the fucking work done. You worked on that dropshipping business. You worked on editing that YouTube video to post later. You worked on that homework. You started on that homework early. You started studying on that test early. You started getting extra reps in that day. Sleep like a man whenever you're dressed. And to end today's episode, I want you guys to listen to this very, very carefully. No one is coming to save you. The day won't conquer itself. It's yours for the taking, but only if you're the one who wants purpose. You're going to have to build it. You want confidence, you're going to have to earn it. If you want respect, start by respecting your time. Not only that, respect your mind and your mission, man. Because if you don't respect anything in your life, if you're just going to let life, like a current, take you through the river and see what happens, you're never going to know how successful you could have become. You're never going to know your full potential. So get up, lock in, and don't just exist throughout the day. Dominate the fucking day. I'm Jackson Hogan, and this has been the Job Not Done podcast, where masculinity meets motivation and discipline becomes a lifestyle. If this episode lit a fire in you, share it with a brother who needs it. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube and Spotify. Make sure to leave a review and a comment also on Spotify. And remember, weak men wait and strong men seize. Gotta go conquer the day. And guys, as my final closing note, remember to approach life not with a one-day mentality, but with a day one mentality. All right, I'll see you later. Peace.